Hello everyone, welcome back. I finally got some time to stream again, so I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm considering moving the whole base, and I mean everything. Partly, I don't have any serious plans at the moment regarding story progression. And part of me's been thinking it's getting annoying when things don't happen here properly. So I want to sort of move the base somewhere that it might happen better. Okay. So on that note, we're gonna set it up. Wait, let me. So we're actually gonna set it up near here, but not here. We're gonna be going back up the big lift. Nothing's respawned in there, so that's fine. So yeah. So we're actually going to set it up in there. For one, it's got ample room. We shouldn't have to worry about that. Two, we're kind of close to a tram that can take us back places. But I will sort of fix that myself, in a sense. Because we'll try and make some decent stuff. But yeah, we're going to set up in here. I mean, we've got ample kitchen space, we've got room for freezers and fridges, we've got plug there, we get this going, we've got a stove top, place to actually put our food where we don't need an extra table. The rat's taking a walk. There's no one else. Leave the pests and whatnot alone. I am pretty sure my mouse really is being a pain. Pretty sure these windows are smashable, but I don't want to smash them. But look, we've got a zip line that we can take to go down that way. We've got a plug here, but obviously with plug boards and whatnot we can make that more. We've got all of this area we can use with a plug. All of here. All of up here. Oh look, the rat suit. I will be honest, I don't think I've ever got the rat suit. Almost completely blocks incoming radiation, whereas immune to spores and other airborne viruses. The stuffy suit will increase your first and slow you down. It's pretty much the same as a hat suit. So, decent, yes, but again, it's the same. Jesus Christ, this mouse will have to remember to use my so that I can mitigate that. I had a hammer, I think, to so, I think... See, we also got water here as well, so we can actually get water straight away. What should be our first call? What should we start pumping up here first? The whole place does have switches as well, so you can turn off the whole area and just turn on certain sections, like that turns on the landing. Not sure if there's a light switch up here somewhere. Don't think there is. So that was just constantly on. Next one is the... What's that one? Turning on and off then. Oh, that's turning on and off upstairs.
You know what they say, buy low, sell high.
Oh, wait. No, it's night time. The power's off. That's why nothing's... I turn off the lights to show things, and all of a sudden I can't get them working again. Oh well, right. Let's get this set up. Because this is going to be how we're going to be coming backwards and forwards with all our stuff. Battery as well. Its tag, so it turns on. Wonderful. So there are pictures to collect as well. So I wouldn't mind collecting the pictures. And also we can actually separate stuff, like we can turn this whole area into like a little loungy display of all my stuff. And I'm thinking we'll turn outside into a garden of sorts. So yeah, this is going to be the new base, and it's ample room for everything, I hope.
Anyone else getting a bit hungry?
Just make sure you fill this. question is, what do we move first?
For what do you seek?
Absolutely nothing, Myra. You may go about your business. I'm gonna want bigger containers, so I'm gonna be wanting stuff like these. I heard the turrets. I don't know what the turrets were shooting at. In fact, I don't even know which turrets were shooting. Okay.
Heya.
To deal with the boat. That's fine. First thing we want to do is we need to get the stove working there. So we want to grab one of these guys. So that's now the stove that's working. Let's start with the kitchen. So if we get the kitchen moved down here, just make sure everything's cleared out. Because, you know, we might use some of this stuff afterwards. Okay. So we'll start with kitchen and move all that down here. And obviously with my 2 teleporters I can go backwards and forwards up with. Which seems to be a new thing.
For what
Heya.
do you seek?
So we need to sort of work quick because I don't want stuff to like the 4 out. It might be best actually if I make I need liquid crystal, and that I need gems. How much wheat do I have? Quite a lot. So this is going to be our day. We're going to run around, get resources that we need, move the base to and from. And and set up this new little place.
August Purgatorium.
Why do you have to be stood right there? Hello there, Farsight, welcome. We are having a moving day today.
I'm experiencing an insufficiency of food.
That's kind of cool. Should not be running out of. Whoa, hello. Wasn't expecting a zombie. Need to stop using my scrap weapons as well for a while. So obviously I don't really have a lot of ammo. 77 bullets left. And I've been using them as completely random as possible.
For what do you seek?
Are you still going strong? You are.
Heya.
Okay. That. Cool. Right. So, let's make. What was it? Yes, that. Let's make one of those, and I honestly don't need carbon batteries. I just need industrial, because obviously we've proven that that's all I need to run power through the night. All the lights are still off. Turn all those lights up. I do love the lights. So, power's got to go here. industrial battery. Which side does the yellow sit on? The bit that shows me how much power I'm using. You're not going to show me much of it. Okay, yellow's on this side. So I want it to be against the wall. In the corner. Because obviously I don't want it sticking out too far. And then we can have socket goes up here, this goes up here. So now we can at least keep an eye on our battery there while it's doing its thing. Oh, even these have got lights. What about these? Ooh. I like it. I like it a lot. So, I'm thinking we have the freezers here, just in this little alcove part. We could then have something in here, maybe the non-decaying type food and such. Maybe seeds and such in here. We can even stack them up in small crates and such. But that's going to be power here, so what we want to get is we're going to need a plug rope. Do I have any plug ropes? I have a plug strip. That's not a plug board though. Got a plug strip there. Have I really got the plug boards flying around? Apparently not.
For what do you
Well, that's
seek?
not very helpful. Does a crafting bench fit in the closet? Looking at it, I'm gonna say no. It might. It's possible. But I'm gonna say no off the top of my head. Yeah, it looks a bit narrow for a crafting bench. Okay, so that's going to provide us power now to most of this area because we'll just relay it around with tech scrap and other bits. I guess the first thing I want to do then is move all the freezers here and try and do it quick enough that I'm not losing stuff. So this is going to be useful. We will store all my stuff in here that I don't need. Which means I can actually free up those. Keep that there. We'll keep my laser pistol on me just as a backup weapon. We'll keep the tools, like the knife, the vac, and such on me. Eat one of those.
For what do you seek?
Myron, shush. Okay. So, I'm gonna need one of these. I'm gonna need some tech scrap. electric. What's getting the peck? The peck got shot at.
Hey,
So I need to do this quick because for the case of the electrical ones. I'm so slow. Right. One. And two. Probably fit in maybe some crates there with some shelves above them for my non-decay stuff. And I'll probably fit a shelf one above for the what's it called? The neutrino emitter, that was it. So that can go there. 1, 2. We'll take from the bottom here. Still too heavy. Should have tried doing this when I had this space there, but I wasn't thinking. Right, that can go there. That can then spread across to there. These are now powered. So if we get all of that in there, and then get all of this back in here. There we go. So we've got all our fruit and stuff here. Or you could put the second freezers on a shelf and put the neutrino emitter beside them. I could. Heard something. So I might have a peck on the roof. I do like the idea of having food here. Oh, hello. Looks like some Exor attacked. Also, how is this doing?
I may soon need the facilities.
Not really getting a lot of stuff right now. So that just got rid of all my tech scrap. Keep forgetting about that. There we go. I should really frame that while I've got it on me.
For what
Hey,
do you seek?
What shelf was this? This was a me. Now I'm curious, would this fit in the gap that I've made? And do I have a small shelf? littering around the place. I don't. Or do I? Shelf. That was not how that is not how you spell shelf. Either way, I don't have one. There we go. It does fit if I'm careful. There we go. So hang on. Should have no warming here. Put this here. That looks ideal. Need to go grab another 3 socket. Just gonna make this sort of going to have this in a way where I'm not using too many plugs, or just like trying to think of the right word for this. Like, there's only 4 things here, so I don't really want to be shoving one of these in to run all of this. It might help if I fill this. And then so there we go. So if I need to get more power going this way, I've still got the 1 socket there. And I think that actually kind of works pretty well. Okay, so we need to start moving the rest of this kitchen. What else have we got in this kitchen to move? We've got the oven to move, we've got the chef's counter.
Heya.
We'll have all the different things to take out and take with us. The bees. The bees. Water.
For what do
Probably
you
going to
say?
cheat with the water a little bit by leaving the filter barrel near the actual pool. So, you know, let's package that up. Let's take this. Let's take this. If you move the power strip, you could fit a medium shelf there with convection oven. Maybe, but I kind of want to have the oven near the stove. So like, I want to try and see if I can take advantage of this gap in here to fit it on here. But it doesn't look like it wants to sit. That was a weird way of having it though. Then I could have it on here. So I can sort of have my oven there, stove there, all of these bits here. Some absolute junk. Have my chef counter. Actually, take this fridge. No, because it's going to overlap with the door. That's fine. Can I have the chef counter over here?
Heya.
So now we've got my sort of kitchen work area. I know I don't really need the book anymore, but just adds to the kitchen feel. Do you just pop up for random benches? Like, it's not even powered. I didn't think you popped up for unpowered ones. I learned that soups don't burn, but if you leave soup cooking on stove in Portal World, it will disappear in Portal World. Research. Picking it up and placing it should save it. Oh, okay, interesting to know. That actually helps, because like if I was to say, like, find one of these in a Portal World, fix it and go from there, I could use that. Maybe she appears near the stove? Maybe. I think she just appears near where there's a kitchen available. Or something. So yeah, it could possibly be wherever there is a stove that works. Or one of these. I always thought it was meant to be the workbench itself, because obviously the little chefage thing. But, you know, it is what it is. But now, we need to get power to these two. So we are going to need one
How's
more
it going?
plug strip. As I was saying about this, I was thinking about leaving it here. Or at least next to it. Because then I can fill a barrel up, put it into filter, and take it straight out into the barrel and go. Bin. We can actually put the bin over here. Carson. Carson, you're sliding. Thank you. Silly Carson. There you go. We can put the bin there. Right, what's left in the kitchen too? And a number of fridges.
For what do you seek?
Okay, so it's just moving all of the pots, frying pans, ice creams, buckets, another pot, all of my snacks, which I can't carry everything. So, do that in a moment. The bees, the anti-juice. Okay. Trying to do this in pieces and not all at once. Pots make sense going in here. We can put frying pans there, we can put buckets there. Ice cream I'm just gonna shove under here. Where is my bee suit? There it is.
For what do you seek?
You pesky little bees. And we can take this for the time being. So that just leaves the power, but obviously that's powering this part and this half as well. I think we can take the seed to its chest, just to be on the safe side. We can dismantle furniture, lights and cables later. Can I fit one of these
Heya.
in here? No, it's too wide. That is actually a pain. How big are these cupboards? Can you rename them? No, you can't rename them. Definitely get these ones in here. I could also put a small shelf in there somewhere and have that on there, but... Oh, hang on. Aha, it actually has room to fit on there. Can I fit it on this bit? I can. So if I can just maybe worm my way in here. Sort of like a countertop mini fridge. Like that. Yeah, I like that. So that covers all the drinks, that covers all the junk food, this covers the renewable ones, and then yeah. Would shower fit in there for privacy? Maybe?
Depravity.
Hey! Don't be hitting that. It's not yours to be hitting.
I perceive a distinct lack of snacks.
Guess if we can't get it there, we can at least put farm seeds out here again. Wide enough but not deep enough. I mean, we can give it a try once I bring the shower over. the next part that comes over might in fact be the farms itself. Thinking about putting the bees out here as well, but I want to put them. I was thinking about putting them on the struts here, but so you can sort of see it from the window, but you know. I don't want to accidentally hit the window when I repair it. We'll put the bees there with the anti-juice underneath. And that should get them. Hey, they're already working. We'll repair your thing. You are fine. Let's get these crates out. If I'm going to put anything in those cupboards, it's going to have to be something that I don't use as often and don't mind just pushing away. So that we can just sort of say, yep, it's in and it's been left. And again, I want to make use of extra lights as well, because obviously once the power goes out, this whole place gets dark. So I'm thinking about having my workbenches along here, sort of thing. So you've got like kitchen, workbench, puts them roughly in the middle of the whole base, so the radius on it could work. And then I could have storage down here. This bit's going to be the only annoying bit, because obviously I can't get rid of it. You know, I could probably get rid of all these chairs, keep the table, and put the table over here. So it gives me an extra place to put finished food once it's done. So...
Unknown facility access detected. Caution advised.
Huh? I don't think I was expecting a raid. On unrelated note, have you noticed something different in the lobby at the start of the game after entering the night room? The trees? The trees are always here, aren't they? Do you mean the blossoms? The little things are falling off? I mean, I thought they were always here, even before them went round. They looked different before. Fair enough. I pay attention to my surroundings. Let's get back upstairs before. I'm not hearing my turrets. So it's like, has anyone actually started attacking me?
I'm ravenous.
And of course, I'm back to being hungry like 5 seconds after.
Ah.
Bear with me one moment, guys. Need to sort something. Sorry about that, everyone. Didn't even have time to pause the game. I had to literally rush off and plot stuff. Okay, so I'm thinking that all of this is done. Obviously, power needs to be done last because obviously this and this. Same this side, but these are less important. Okay, I think next then we're going to move the whole of these gardens. And we're actually going to turn all of what I can into seeds to give me a nice little buffer, so to speak. Apparently I've washed myself. I have no idea how that worked. Can't scrap potatoes into seeds because they don't scrap into seeds, you just plant a potato. It does feel a bit weird destroying all this. Like, spent all that time building up the base, and now taking it apart to move somewhere else. But I have just been looking at all this, and I'm just thinking, well, there isn't really much room to work with it. But the main reason I want to move all is mainly because of the raids. Every time so far we've had a raid, and we've not really had anything attack us. And I mean, hey, that's a good thing, we're not getting bombarded by enemies. But we're also not really getting what we need out of all this. So New base location, fresh start. Now, like I said, I want to put the sort of garden out here. So we want to go for the same sort of layout, just all of them next to each other. Ah. Then we do run into that problem that it's not got enough space to hold. Wonder if I can get them in sort of here. So it would sort of cramp them in a little bit. I was going to say, is it because I'm stood here, but... You know what? I need to do this where I can hold all of them in my inventory and not fiddle about with my hotbar, not my inventory. I also want to get it as straight as I can. Really do wish there was a snap to grid function for more stuff. One, two. Now I've got to just gently move the mouse. 3. And then try to do the same here. There we go. I actually quite like that a lot. I think my only issue is how am I going to get power here? Closest socket is this one. And obviously then I'm going to have to sort of reroute it round to come out here for the teleporters. Doo-be-doo, doo-be-doo. Okay. Perhaps we just kind of line them up sort of along each row, maybe? So they look like some kind of weird fence. Some weird fence posts. Hoping I've got enough. Yes, I got 6. So I have got enough rice seeds to do this. Okay, so this technically now leads me to put power to it. Ay. Why did I choose to move the base, eh? It's like, I'm not going to plant anything just yet. Because obviously there is no power out here. But we can put 1 plug board. And we know that this plug board then is going to be powering all of this. Just that's it. As for seeds, they can go there. Why am I still carrying this bucket?
Heya.
If anything, the only way I should be attacked is if they come from here. So as long as I've got defences here, I should be fine. I will be placing maybe some type of defence around this door, just to be on the safe side. But to me, that's the only place they can come from. Picture? See another picture. Didn't realise this one was there. Yoink. Ooh, and I got 2 because of my ability. I don't need to, but more collectibles. And I will bin this one. Because it's the same picture. Okay, let's go have a look, see what else there is to start moving. So we've got the barrels to move. Probably don't need this many barrels, but I have barrels.
Hey.
Hello, Grayson. Goodbye, Grayson. say, why can't I see it? But okay, so they're all full. Kind of want to wall off this bit so I don't like accidentally fall down. So for me to fall down there now, I'd have to physically jump over these barrels. Also, why is it blocking me when it was going out line so nicely a second ago? There we go. So that sort of blocks off there. I can't fall down that gap. And obviously there fill up with these as well.
Heya.
Move this so I can open up the space a little. And I got 2 of them. The perk really is good when it does that, but put this. I'm thinking about there. So we still have room to get up and down the stairs. Opens up a bit more space there for us. And I will probably salvage this second one. I want to put storage here, but I also want to improve the storage. While we're here, get that going. Can I make the large crate? Let's have a look. I can make probably 8 of them. So if I did this. And 12, 16. Like 32 of these. We're not just going to expand on that storage or improve the storage, we're also going to be hopefully filling out stuff better. Okay, so kit. Okay. Wasn't keeping an eye on time.
Anything you need?
So, kitchen's done. Just need to obviously remove what I've left here. Garden's now been taken care of. We just have to remove the defences, which will come in handy for the new place because I could set like a couple of these up outside the kitchen door. And obviously, as for my storage, this is going to get buffed because obviously it's going to be in bigger crates.
Heya.
Literally just made me lose my track of where I think it was. Either way, it's going to have like a gap somewhere. I need to do what I did last time and have majority of them in my inventory for this. Hotbar, not inventory, because then I can move stuff easier. Also need it to sort of take that off because I'm getting that weird effect on the screen where it's like it's got the helmet on. One there. Just go right to the other end. One there. And we'll have a slight gap in between them. That looks fine. The question is, can I get another set of 3 on top? So it all sort of stacks. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, I like that, and it actually fits quite nicely. And also we have the large chest now, so everything's going to fit properly. Still got to get power out there and shit. Still need to bring the workbenches here. Still got 2 large crates, which would be good. Okay, power to come back on. These will get moved for last, I would say.
Ah,
under precautionary security measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
I suppose it's best if I move these now. Get them into position somewhere. Question is where? Let's have a look. Apparently it doesn't want to fit, and I think it's because of the door frame here. Obviously I can't see that high, but yeah, it just doesn't want to fit in there. So that's fine. We can probably just make use of the actual bathrooms.
I can feel my blood sugar falling.
It is going to be a case of how do I get power in here, though, because again, plug socket's there. Also, I only need it for these two things. Put it there. Or I can just move it.
Ah, getting thirsty.
And while I know there's a toilet there, I am still going to put the makeshift one in. Because you never know when you're going to need it. So I need to get power in there. So I still need to get power here for these two. Power in here for these two. And power out here for this one. Let's have a... Okay, I think it's time to take this apart. I'm kind of amazed at how I managed to get some of its bits in here with the stuff I had. We'll come back for that bit in a second. What happens if I scrap one of these? I just get a memory brick back. I'm just kind of thinking it's a waste to put a carbon battery in there when all I need is an industrial. But I can probably keep the industrial, the carbon batteries as something else. So obviously here just needs me to have a plug socket. Probably about here. And then we can run the power hopefully around the room.
Heya.
Hello again, Carson. And of course it's going to be one of those long-winded. I need to take my time. I'm going to skip the corner there. Come on, let me back onto the county screen. So that's going to go around the wall. But that gives this power, that's repaired, so that's 4. These have all got power with a spare one there. So I think that is actually the kitchen set up. And you get this marvellous view. So I think the next one I want to do is this one. So unfortunately this does have to move. We're going to set it up here for the time being. And it doesn't matter which industrial one I use because they're both going to get used at some point. Okay. Yep, there we go. I'm disappointed she didn't teleport. I'm actually very disappointed. I'm kind of selective about what furniture I also want to put down as well, so... I'll keep that. Couch, lamp. Probably get rid of that in a bit. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I want to kind of try and put the lasers in places where they wouldn't sort of be an issue. As long as that doesn't smash the window, it should be fine. And of course it puts the plug on the wrong side that I want. There we go. And then we can put battery up here. Sort of facing towards them. There we go. I like that. I still want to give it... I still want to make sure that I've got enough plugs coming from the main sources, if that makes sense. So... we'll put a plug board here. So then we know that now this area, if I choose to, has power. Now just to try and get the power outside. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Because obviously I can't go through a window, and I've got to make sure I can go through the door. I need my trinket. I need... For once, I actually need to jump high. Did I... I was going to say, I know I didn't have it in the other one. Because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to try and run power to here. And then... see, now I'm just... figured it out. I've done it. I got power out here. Try and keep an eye on the cable so I can do this. There. We can then bring it to there. There we go. So that's now the guard set up. Might as well do the seeds while I'm out here, and let's see. Rehabs are quite big. Rehabs. tomatoes. Do wheat, rice. Pumpkins. Do spaceless. Then do potatoes. And then do pumpkins and eggs. There we go. So that is all of my stuff planted, and I've now got a whole crop bed empty for when
Hey,
I need to plant some specialised stuff, whether that be, I don't know, rope plants, snag vine seeds, the weird fear grenade thing from the Nyx. And obviously these should keep all them going. And that should also top those up. So that is technically the garden set up. Should get some lights out here though, just to be on the safe side. So we've done bathroom. I'll need to remove these cables. So that at least sets. Okay, so that's at least that room done. We need to sort that out when we get back to the other place. Here we can take away these ones now. I guess I should take away these as well and try and set them up. There we go. Right. Grab the lights I did use for the farm. Okay. So it's not quite nighttime yet, but I know I need to set up some lights in areas. You'd think that would be what that's enough for it, but apparently it's not. think that's decent enough for there. Like I said, I want to at least set up one bit of defense over here. Might also want to put a barrier there to prevent me falling out. You like to put desk lamps on the railings? I will admit, desk lamps on the railings do sometimes work better. I feel like setting these up here. Sort of like one there. And then another sort of here. Because I'm not saying things are going to come from through there. If they do, obviously the door does open. I did unlock it. So this just gives me that little peace of mind. I really hope the glass isn't breakable, because if these ricochet, that's going to be really sad. But defense-wise, this will have to sort of do, at least until I can get some better defense. I like having this here. This sort of just adds to the whole this way to the garden thing. I do need to figure out how to get power out there. So I could continue running power around and just go out. Might do that actually. We've still got time before dark. You can test if the glass is breakable if you give me. Feel free. If you want to test it, go ahead. This is my first time using this area as a base location. So what I'm doing is just sort of at the same time as I was making this, is I'm learning for what potentially could be. And again, I don't want to... I want to make sure that I can do stuff while still maintaining a good defense or a good base. Okay, cable didn't reach that far. Turn off. Put the picture here. So we've at least got power put over to these two. So that's power to the farm, power to the fences,
Hey,
power to all the kitchen. Obviously we'll put some more defences out that door. Kitchen's now been taken apart.
I'm tired.
I've recompiling shaders. God. I'm glad to say mine hasn't done that in a little while, so you never know, I might be due for that soon. So we still got to move all my figurines and such, still got to move the scarecrow. Still got half the defences out front to take. And then it's moving all of this lot, and him. He's coming with us, although it's going to take some work again to do that.
This sector will be powered down momentarily. If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider
Do you
this
have
your
Reaper figurine? I don't think I've got the Reaper figurine yet, actually. We have that there just in case for anyone does try to come this way. Let's go have a look. Do I have the Reaper figurine? I don't think I have. It's in the hydro plant near the entrance. No, so I don't have a Reaper figurine. Sod it. Let's go and have a... I can go there. That's fine. Let's go have a look. In the hydro plant near the entrance. So, to me, this is the entrance to the hydro plant. Oh. There we go. Are we talking in this, like, little room down here? Or are we talking somewhere else? I don't think I can get to this room now. Okay, I'm biting. Whereabouts is it? Okay.
Working hard or hardly working?
Check the tree. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I do like that. I didn't think it would be in a tree.
Maybe we could sneak a little
Just
nap
realised I
in the
don't
break
have
room.
my don't have my teleporter, so now I've got to run all the way back. There is another one too? Like a different figurine? Or just another Reaper figurine? On the roof of electrical building. One of the audible head sniper. Okay. That then I want to find. We're talking this building over here, aren't we? Don't think I can get to the higher parts without some extra stuff. We're talking over there, aren't we? Okay, I could get up here with my thing. I know there was like a little campy bit here. Not seeing a bobblehead though. What the? This is the electrical building. I'm not seeing it. I am very close.
A sip of water would suffice.
It's near the camp. I will find it. I will.
Hostile.
Slightly higher. Slightly higher? Don't think I can get higher. Oh, there it is! Whee! Boing. You're coming with me. Right. Now, to get back down.
Raptio!
gonna take a detour. I'm quite happy about that now. 2 more bobbleheads to add to the collection. Whoosh! More whoosh! He's attacking my thing again. Hey, what I told you. Leave that alone. Did you grab the security bot thing? There's another one! The answer would be no to that. Right. I need to place this one. I need to go get the sniper. I need to go get the security bot. And we're going to end it on getting a trio of new figurines. I actually love that one. That actually looks pretty good. You can dump all this stuff here. I know it won't keep it safe. Right, diving suit. It's on. It's in the flooded area. Right, okay. The best thing is that I can get back to Kylie quick by going this way. And then going... So this is the best thing about being in this base, is I've got quick access back to the hydro plant. And obviously I can use teleporters to get to and from the other way. Right. So I'm going to go this way, come through this one. Through this one. Take care of him. Back into here. Right. It's in here. Somewhere. Door's blocked by that. Just robot arms. Boxy, you doing okay? I should really grab this rebar because rebar is handy.
I'm feeling distinctly anhydrous.
See it? I got it! No more rebar. Well, you say that about swimming. You say that I'm unhydrous because of swimming, but at the same time, I'd forgotten my teleporter again, so I can't exactly just warp out. I got another one. That puts me in good spirits, that does. I see Janet and Abe's already gone. Whee! Just make sure that no one's hit this time. Nope, we're fine. Can't wait to move everything in there. So again, we get defences set up out here. And then, yeah. Let's go put this figurine out. And then we will call it an end there for today. Where can I can put on the... There we go. Hold security bot. I got tons of them. Sniper. Boing.
Janet!
Janet.
What are we doing here, Abe?
I'm gonna miss this little area. But in all honesty, we need to move because A, I'm filling up most of the area here. I can't keep putting more of these down because then it's just going to get cluttered. I like the bigger ones better. But yeah, we're about part way through moving everything. But anyway, thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will catch you all again next time. See you all later.